Tampa Bay, this is JCB Racing. 8 drivers have been randomly selected into the bracket. Now they're going to be racing against the time, but only 1 driver can make it to the final round. Now I need to hear you, Tampa Bay. You ready for JCB Racing? Let's get it.
Keep that energy going, kicking things off. Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. Waiting for that Monster Jam truck to approach the line. He's focusing on the race lights directly in front of him. The amber lights tell him to stage. Let's go green!
That's Weston Anderson with a time of 10.3767.
That super glue to the action replay you just witnessed was Weston Anderson and Gravedigger cutting those corners nice and tight. That final one in particular, great precision coming around the final turn. That means a time of 10.367 will be the current time to beat in the JCB racing competition. Continuing on with our next competitor, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
Jamie Sullivan Sparkle Smash with a time of 10.975.
For the action right here for Jamie. Chops away at her. She nudges the turning draw, but it does not leave that circle chalk line. So Jamie Sullivan able to get a nice tight corner there, get the truck squared away. Look at the big air floating up across the line.
Once again, Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash with a time of 10.975, so second place currently in the JCB racing competition. Approaching the line, Zach Garner, Wild Side.
Zach Garner, Wild Side with a time of 11.603.
Take a look at the original glued to the action replay. Zach Garner with a different approach goes wide right here, gets a nice race lane, lines the truck up. Wild Side then swings around. 1,500 horsepower on the jump here. Comes off the finish line, does nudge the turning pod, but they already time recorded.
So Monster Jam fans, to Scott's point, you can see down there on the track that great turning cone, which is being repositioned by one of our amazing tech officials. If a driver hits, crushes, or pushes one of those during their actual race pass, it is a 5-second penalty. But because that happened after the conclusion of the race, there is no penalty for Zach Garner in Wild Side, and the time of 11.603 stands currently in third place in the JCB racing competition. Coming up next, John Zimmer Sr., Uproar.
John Zimmer Sr. Uproar with a time of 11.237.
Super glue to the action replay coming around there. That initial turn around the turn cone was nice and crisp. He slows it down right here, loses some crucial seconds. Lines up perfectly though with the final ramp to make that last jump. But again, it was that final corner which cost him some precious moments there. So John Zimmer Sr. in uproar at 11.237. Another quick reminder, John Zimmer Sr. in 11.237 in uproar. The time to beat remains Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, sitting pretty currently at the top with a 10.367. Coming up next, Jamie Garner, Overboard.
Let's hear it for Jamie Garner and Overboard with a time of 11.438.
Up on the original Super Glue to the action replay. Overboard hits the brakes early, chops away at the Sandy Tampa dirt. Nice straightaway. And then Jamie Garner goes wide, has to correct on that red ramp, and then gets a big air across the finish line.
Once again, we're going to give our tech officials a moment to reposition that turn cone. So similar to what we witnessed previously with Zach Garner in Wildside, it is not a 5-second penalty because it did occur after the driver had already crossed the finish line. So again, Overboard 11.438. You can see it up there on the video board, the JCB Racing Competition. Moving on to our next competitor, Brianna Mahan, Bailey Circuit Monster Jam Truck.
Let's hear it for Brianna Mahan in Monster Jam Truck, Bailey Circuit with a time of 11.420.
The original Super Glue to the action replay. Nice tight corner, keeps the chalk line out of distance. Does flip the pod right here, able to correct the Bailey Circuit Monster Jam Truck. The Princess of Carnage with a great race path. And Bailey Circuit very happy down here in the tunnel.
One more time, the time for Brianna Mahan in the Bailey Circuit Monster Jam Truck, an 11.420 with a little encouragement from Bailey Circuit herself down there on the track. 6 competitors down, 2 more to go in the JCB Racing Competition.
What's happening, Monster Jam fans? I'm here with Blaine and Grayson here, and we're going to play for some Ringling Burnham and Bailey tickets. Isn't that right? I got Lauren here.
Yes, we're so excited.
Yes, we are. We're going to play, finish the lyric. Let's go ahead, DJ. Let's see what we got. I need some help out here. He needs some help.
And when night falls, the loneliness in this car.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
Help him out.
I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, dance with somebody.
Right here.
Somebody who loves me.
He loves this song. Give him a round of applause. You know what I have for you? 4 tickets right here to Ringling Brothers Burnham and Bailey. And what do you have, Lauren?
Oh, I have something very exciting as well. So we just saw Brianna Mahone crush it. And we also have for you your very own Ringling Brothers Bailey Circuit monster truck. How does that look? You so excited?
Give him a round of applause. Wow. Got a plush. Bailey's happy.
Jumping back into the JCB racing competition with John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity with a time of 11.259.
Take a look up there at the original super glued to the action replay. Gets stuck on those side 2 BKT tires, but is able to come back to center to cross the finish line. Now remember, Monster Jam fans, that was his first time all day actually getting a feel for this Monster Jam truck. So you can see up there on the video board right now, Terminal Velocity's John Zimmer Jr., a time of 11.259. The time to beat remains the very first competitor hot out the gate, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger with a 10.367. Will he walk away with the first 8 points of the event? Only one driver stands in his way. And he's about to approach the line. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco with a time of 10.877.
The original Super Glue Glue to the action replay. Fernando Martinez, a lot of racing wins so far this summer, but right there, clips the pod, goes into a bicycle, and then clips the ramp again, slowing him down a little bit. And there's your leaderboard for JCB Racing.
Which means the winner of the JCB Racing competition, the black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. The first competitor down there on the track, he was able to maintain the lead the entire time. The only driver that even came close was Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco, the final competitor to go. Let's hear from our winner.
Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, still getting it done. 4 series champions, but here a little tough for you because of the sand, but you nailed it. I said you were going to nail it, and you did it, man. Talk about the dirt. How'd you get through it?
Man, you know, going first, I feel like that was a huge advantage for me. We didn't have any of these ruts down here in the corner. I don't think I'm going to go first the rest of the weekend, so we're going to try and play it as it lies. I got to say, Terminal Velocity, John Zimmer Jr., El Toro Loco, Fernando Martinez, man, they were on a couple burners of a run. They just cut it a little too close on that last corner, and you know what? We dug their grave today.
The two-wheel skills competition is coming up next for you. You're going against some of the best in the world, John Zimmer Jr., Jamie Sullivan, just to name 2 drivers. How are you going to lead the bracket green wrecking machine to the top of the pod once again on this dirt and skills?
It's going to be tough, but you know what? We're Monster Jam drivers for a reason. We're bred and born for this. So we are going to come out here. We're going to lay it down for you fans. I don't care if I win or lose the rest of the night. We got 1 win under our belt for all you Gravedigger fans. And you know what? We ain't stopping there. We're going to try and go for it all, baby. Come on, Tampa, let me hear you make some noise!
The crowd says it all. Gravedigger Country, your JCB Racing winner, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
Congratulations one more time, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Take a look at that BKT overall event leaderboard right now to see where our drivers stand in pursuit of the BKT overall event championship. So with that win, Weston Anderson is now at the top with 8 points. But only 1 point behind, you got Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco with 7. And then rounding out the top 3, you got Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash with 6 points going into the next phase of the competition, which is going to be our 2-wheel skills challenge. Now, in this phase of the competition, each driver gets 2 attempts to showcase their biggest and best moves just on 2 or sometimes even 1 BKT tire. Now, we're looking for a variety of tricks here, such as stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks. And if you've never seen any of these tricks, don't you worry. I'll talk you through them as they are actually happening in real time so that you guys are able to score accurately and fairly utilizing something called judgeszone.com. We're going to talk a little bit more on that in just a few moments.
Monster Jam fans, we are having fun here in section 130. I'm here with Robert. I can't see here. Robert and Robert here, and we're going to try to win some Chick-fil-A, not only for you, but for your whole section here in 130. We're going to play the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Let's play. That's right. Keep cheering for it. We're going to get it up, St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. You have to guess where the trophy ends up, okay? Keep your eye on it because it's going to land in the middle. Here it is. Wait a minute. Shout it out if you think you know.
One.
Robert says 1. Let's see if he's right. It is not under 3. Not under 2, like they say. Proof is in the pudding. Robert, look behind you. You got a lot of cows back there. That means section 130, you win Chick-fil-A. You get Chick-fil-A. You get Chick-fil-A. You get Chick-fil-A. Christina, take it away.
Everybody gets Chick-fil-A in that section. That's absolutely incredible. If you guys are having fun with us here, go ahead, scan that QR code that's up there on the video board. Download the Chick-fil-A app. If you already have the app, just make sure that you have your location services turned on and that your app is up to date. We're so thankful for our amazing partnership with Chick-fil-A. And right there and then, you guys can actually claim your free Chick-fil-A sandwich. So go ahead, scan that QR code. Make sure you have the app downloaded. We're having a lot of fun here at Monster Jam. It's officially time to jump into our 2-wheel skills challenge. And remember, I told you guys are going to be playing a really important role in this phase of the competition, taking advantage of something we call judgeszone.com. And for more on that, I toss it back to Jabari. Jabari, are you still hanging out with the cows?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of cows down here, Christina. That is for sure. Feeding all the peoples in 130. So Monster Jam is completely unscripted, and you, the fans, are going to be able to score in these next competitions, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Take out your cell phones, go to your browsers, and go to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. We also have this QR code. You can scan that. That can take you to judgeszone.com as well, all right? Now you got your TV or your city code, city code, that is TPA. TPA is that city code on judgeszone.com. Now, this is where all the magic will happen. Either myself or Christina or Scott will let you know when scoring is open. You'll have 20 seconds to lock in your scores by sliding that BKT tire into the green to score the highest or down into the red to score low or anywhere in between. That cow just looked at me when I did that. Yeah, and not only that, we have an expert judge in the house. Their score is going to make up 50%. Your score is going to make up 50%. At the end, we're going to combine them and get that average score. Come on, Tampa Bay, you ready for more Monster Jam? Let's get it.
Starting things off in the two-wheel skills challenge, he was the 2025 Crash Madness of the Year award winner, Zach Garner, Wildside. Zach Garner and Wildside have been having issues with that Monster Jam motor throughout the weekend. He is able to get that fired up. Remember, he has 2 attempts here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Let's see what he has in store for that very first attempt. Goes for the popper into the combo move for attempt number 1. This is something unique that we've seen from several of our drivers over the last couple of weeks. Going for the popper off of the ramp that is next to the Morgan and Morgan practice ramp.
Make some noise for Zach Garner, Wildside. Right now, Tampa Bay is the chance to utilize that tool, judgeszone.com. Slide that BKT tire, 20 seconds.
On the original super glue to the action replay, Zach Garner goes for the sky wheelie. Gets the back to BKT tires right up underneath the front, able to maintain that 180-degree direction of the truck. Get some serious elevation out there. And then the amazing combo with the wheelie on the backside for attempt number 1.
Let's see what you guys thought at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. A 7.245, so that's going to be the score to beat in the two-wheel skills challenge. Coming up next, your 2025 St. Jude Ambassador of the Year, Jamie Garner, Overboard. Goes for the reverse popper with the wheelie up the ramp. Didn't quite get that perfect vertical positioning that you were looking for, but was able to get up the ramp for the first attempt. And we got the sky wheelie for attempt number 2.
Let's hear it for Jamie Garner, Overboard. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores, 20 seconds.
The original Super Blue to the action replay. There's the big-time sky wheelie. Jamie Garner finishing 3rd in the Lucas Oil High Jump Competition Oral Final, showing you why right there with the extreme air off the pod and gave you reverse popper wheelie combo on attempt number 1.
All right, so let's see how that translates into scores. Remember, the current score to beat is Wildside, 7.245. You can see up there on the video board of 5.247 for Jamie Garner in Overboard. That's going to put him currently in 2nd place in the two-wheel skills challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Brianna Mahan, Bailey Circuit Monster Jam Truck. That's actually a live shot of her in the camp right now as she is getting ready to compete in the two-wheel skills challenge. She is laser focused right now. The visor is down. The Bailey Monster Jam truck is setting up for its first attempt. A nice stoppie, kicks it into reverse up the ramp for what we call a moonwalk. Back across the elevated obstacle down the other side for the combo on the back BKT tires, and that was just attempt number 1.
Let's hear it for Brianna Mahan in Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Look at Bailey Circuit locking those scores.
Bailey Circuit very excited down here, and rightfully so. Brianna Mahan doing a great run here in the skills competition in the Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck. She is getting out. What a great run. Brianna Mahan, Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck, showing you why she's the Princess of Carnage.
Let's see how this all plays out with the scores at judgeszone.com. They are locked in. Score to beat 7.245. The score for Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck is a 7.938. 7.938. New leader, new score to beat Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck. And Brianna Mahan jumps to the top of the leaderboard. He's your 2025 Arena Series Central Champion, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. In the stoppie, balance is on the front two BKT tires. Great vertical positioning, nice control. Walks it forward. Walks it back into the moonwalk, gets the combo. And back down on to yet another stoppie for attempt number 1.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Stand is open, judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. Terminal velocity down the ramp, right into a nose wheelie. Beautiful extension there, but right back into a moonwalk. All the way up, nice and slow. Slow is fast here, right down the lip onto that drop. John Zimmer Jr. showing you why he's the Arena Series Central Champion in 2025.
Exceptional control right there, Scott, but was it enough to take over the top spot from Brianna Mahan with that 7.938? The score for terminal velocity is... It was an 8.872. 8.872. New leader, new score to beat. Coming up next, your four-time undefeated Arena Series champion, Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. Popper for attempt number one. Hits the throttle and the gas almost simultaneously. Hits the throttle and the brake, almost simultaneously to get that pop on the front two BKT tires. Finds the center point on that Monster Jam truck. Goes for the combo on the back BKT tires. In the tombstone wheelie. Waving to you guys, Monster Jam fans. Now the question is, will he continue on with this combination move? Kicking it back up with some extra flair. Gets the pirouette, keeps it going with the slap wheelie.
Let's hear from Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores, 20 seconds.
Weston Anderson, Grave Digger, giving you a lot to process. He's a current overall event leader. He is trying to stay there with the tombstone, the pirouette, and the dynamite save. Save of the night so far. Is it enough to hang on to that BKT overall event lead? That is up to you.
Let's see, Scott. Remember, score to beat its terminal velocity with that 8.872. The score for Grave Digger is 9.217. New leader, new score to beat.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. Check out the skill, the popper for Grave Digger. Those red headlights buried into the pod. Gets right up to that ramp. And then the control right here. The truck is facing the wrong way. He is going to get that steering switch going. And he has got that steer locked in. Switches the truck right back into the tombstone. Sets it down. Shades of Kristen Anderson. Turns it off. Showing off for the fans here in Tampa. Little showmanship never hurt. And Weston Anderson is now your new leader with that incredible combination move in the two-wheel skills competition.
Coming up next, the 2024 Rookie of the Year, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Some nice air on that one. Looked like he was trying to go for the stoppie. Didn't quite make the landing on that one, but he does have one attempt left. Lines up with the double log stack this time. Either going for a sky wheelie or a popper. And we got the popper. Down the ramp, shifting the weight on that left front BKT tire, brings it back to center. Walks it forward, kicks it back for attempt number 2.
Let's hear it for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores, judgeszone.com.
From Rookie of the Year to Entertainer of the Year, Fernando Martinez has it all, and he showed it off right there, making use of that reverse, pushing it all the way across the pod from one side to the other, off the log stack as well. Poppers, stoppies, moonwalks, nose wheelies. He gave you everything on both attempts here at the Skills Challenge.
Now let's see how that translates into scores at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Now that first attempt was certainly a gutsy one where he lines up on the opposite end of the arena and sends that Monster Jam truck. I see where you were going with it, Fernando. I see where you were going. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's see how, again, this all translates into scores at judgeszone.com. Let's take it up right there. 6.877. Again, a 6.877. So 5th place currently for El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Ashton in section 102. I got something really cool for you. Some Ringling Brother, Branham and Bailey tickets, and a little bit more, all right? We're going to play Monster Jam trivia. Check out the Monster Jam board.
What are the monster truck classes made? Is it A, B, what? C, toothpaste? Or D, firewood? If you know the answer, let me know.
D.
He says it's D. I heard a little D. Was that right?
Yeah.
He says yes. It's a D. He's right. He got it right. You know what? 4 tickets to Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey coming right here to this arena in January. Pretty cool. This is yours. Yeah. And Lauren, what do you got?
Yes, I have 2 things for you. He's so excited about the tickets. First of all, we have our very own Bailey Circuit, her plush. How about that? And also, for you, your very only Monster Jam Ringling Bailey Circuit truck. How about that?
Let's hear it for Ashton, everybody. If you want to know more about the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, head to ringling.com.
Congratulations to our young Monster Jam fan going home a winner. Now it's time to add some extra sparkle to the track with Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash. A nice stoppie into the nose wheelie. Some nice control from Jamie Sullivan. Walks that Monster Jam truck forward. Looks like she's going to kick it into reverse, inching it ever so slightly back towards that elevated obstacle. Back forward once again. Dancing those back BKT tires from side to side for attempt number 1. Nice popper off that double log stack, showcasing some really nice control here. Now keep in mind, these drivers are quite literally looking at the dirt anytime they are in this nose wheelie position.
Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, 2 great attempts, making full effort of that 20-second clock. She got 20 seconds to keep that truck up on 2 wheels. She set it back down just in time and then came back with a second combination move, wowing the fans here. But is it enough to take the lead and take the win?
Scott, let's find out, because those scores are locked in at JudgesZone.com for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. To your point, 2 great attempts, but the question is, was it enough to pop her to the top of the leaderboard? Let's check out that video board right now for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. An 8.032, very respectable score. That's going to put her currently in 3rd place. Again, at 8.032, so currently 3rd place. For Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash, the score to beat remains Weston Anderson in Gravedigger with that amazing 9.217.
The original Super Glue glued to the action replay. There's the nose wheelie. There's the rear steer and the front steer, both working overtime all the way up to the edge of that pod and then back down on all 4.
Our final competitor in the 2-wheel skills challenge, with over 20 years behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck, John Zimmer Sr., Uproar. John Zimmer Sr. with the popper into the nose wheelie off that double log stack. Slow and steady on this one. Great control. Puts it back down on all 4 BKT tires.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr., Uproar. Scoring is open 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores.
The original Super Glue glued to the action replay. There is your nose wheelie. Great aerial view here in Tampa of John Zimmer Sr. doing it for 20 years, still getting it done. Still one of the best as you take a look there at the nose wheelie moonwalk combination for John Zimmer Jr. here on the original Super Glue glued to the action replay.
All right, Tampa, your final competitors. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to that video board. John Zimmer Sr., a 7.136, so 6th place in the 2-wheel skills challenge, but that means the winner of the 2-wheel skills challenge with back-to-back wins, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. The black and green wrecking machine gets it done and now has a perfect first half of Monster Jam. 8 in the JCB racing competition, 8 in the 2-wheel skills challenge.
Weston Anderson, we got to stop meeting like this. 2 competitions, 2 wins. You're the current BKT overall event leader. First, let's talk about skills. The tombstone. I know shades of your dad. Your sister does that a lot. Your brothers. Talk about that tombstone wheelie and what made you throw it in tonight.
Man, everybody was doing a moonwalk out here, and sometimes the crowd likes to see a change. The moonwalks are awesome, but I had to get that combo, and I knew as soon as I smacked the front of that truck, got it back up and shut it off, I knew I had that win locked down and I had it in my back pocket. The fans loved it, I loved it, and we still ain't even done yet.
We have freestyle coming up. We know all the Andersons come for freestyle, whether you win or lose. You said that earlier. You want to throw it down for the fans. But Florida is Gravedigger country. It means a lot to you to be here in Tampa, to your dad as well. How's it going to be to win freestyle here in Tampa that your dad did so many times?
Man, it's going to be a big feat. We got a bunch of great competitors out here today. They've been giving me a run for my money so far, but you know what? Bad to the bone right here. Gravedigger, we've been the baddest for 44 years, and we are about to prove it in freestyle, baby. Hey, y'all ready to see some Monster Jam freestyle, Tampa? No. Tampa, are you guys ready for freestyle?
Tampa, welcome back to the second half of Monster Jam. We're going to kick it into high gear right now because the stars of freestyle motocross have taken to the track and they're going to take to the skies. But Scott, it is way too quiet in here right now.
Yeah, that's the thing, Christina. We're going to change that right now. I know Tampa Bay is a wonderful place. I know the fans are loud and rowdy. Tampa, get loud for freestyle motocross! That's so much better. We're going to do a best trick competition, but first we're going to get you warmed up and we're going to get you ready. These four world-class riders are going to sky from one side of the arena all the way to the other 4 times to give you a taste of what you're going to see. So I ask Tampa, are you ready? That is Nick Desmond. Up next, out of Chicago, AJ Rosebrill. Full kick extension, one hand off the bike. Next up, Cameron Sepulveda. Full kick out to the left, crossing it over the bike. Finally, give it up for Josh Hedford. Full kick, Superman to the left. And we are rocking. That is just round 1. Are you ready for round 2? We are back. Nick Desmond, scissor kick off the bike. And up next, AJ Rosebrill. Kick off to the right side. We get to our third rider. Make some noise for Cameron Sepulveda. Full kick out to the back, extension of the legs. Finally, one more time for Josh Hedford. One hand handstand, full kick to the back. Let's go again. Tampa, are you ready for more? Nick Desmond back at it, full heel kick on the back end of the bike. Next up, AJ Rosebrill. Whip, our first whip of the night, first of many I hope. And we are back with Cameron Sepulveda. Get your phones out, that's a 5-second pose. Finally, Josh Hedford. Full extension, relaxation. We got one more round to go. Are you ready? Nick Desmond back again. Full grip on the back of the bike, leg kick out. And now round 2 for AJ Rosebrill. We got ourselves a flip. Here comes Cameron Sepulveda. No hand backflip. And finally, Josh Hedford. You never see anything like it than here at Monster Jam. Make some noise for the stars of USFMX. It is now time for the best trick competition. You're going to score these athletes just like you've been scoring our Monster Jam trucks. One at a time. They're going to launch from that side of the ramp to that side of the ramp, giving you their best trick. It's up to you to determine the winner. You're in for the ride of your life. Tampa Bay, are you ready? Up first out of St. Augustine, Florida. Give it up for Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond with 19 years of riding, 4 years with Monster Jam, and he is ready to kick off our best trick competition. The louder you are, the higher they fly. Let's get loud for Nick Desmond. No hands. He gets to clap legs all the way extended out back. And now it is your turn to score. Go to judgeszone.com. Enter that code TPA. Let's see what you thought of Nick Desmond's trick. Kicking off the best trick competition for world-class freestyle motocross riders. All try to win this. Your scores are in.
Let's take a look at the video board right now. Nick Desmond in the best trick competition at 8.039. So that's going to be the score to beat in the FMX best trick competition.
Let's keep it rolling, Tampa, out of Chicago, Illinois. Give it up for AJ Rosebrill. 25 years on a motorcycle, now ready to soar across the Tampa skyline here. So let's get loud, let's make some noise. Our second competitor in the FMX Best Trick Competition, AJ Rosebrill. All right, he's getting ready to start on the ramp. It's too quiet. Come on, show him some love and make some noise. Full-on kick flip. Scoring is open. And get him in right now. Launch from one side of the arena to the other. Back flip. Got the kick off the back end of the bike. But is it enough to take the lead here in the best trick competition? 2 down and 2 to go. Get your scores in.
And we are about to find out. Remember, the score to beat right now is Nick Desmond with an 8.039. The score for AJ Rosebrill is a 7.824. Good enough for currently second place in the FMX Best Trick Competition. 2 competitors down, 2 to go.
That's right, Christina. We are halfway through. I know Tampa wants more. Right from down the road in Sarasota, Florida. Give it up for Cameron Sepulveda. Hometown show here for Cameron. We'll see if he gives him that hometown score. Been all over the world with Monster Jam, freestyle motocross in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Canada. Graduated from Florida Atlantic University, and now competitor number 3 in the FMX Best Trick Competition. He is lined up and ready. Are you ready? My, oh my, full flip, rolls it around, kicks it out. On demand, get your scoring in, judgeszone.com, and you get a wheelie to boot on the backside for Cameron Sepulveda, local kid out of Sarasota, Florida. Is it enough to get the win here to take the lead and move up to the top of the leaderboard?
Scott, I have a funny feeling we got some big scores in store for you guys. Remember, score to beat is Nick Desmond with an 8.039. The score for Cameron Sepulveda is a 9.450. Scott, we got a new leader and a new score to beat.
We do have a new leader from Florida, but we're not done with our Florida boys just yet. Our final competitor, originally out of Central Florida, Tampa, make some noise for Josh Hedford. Used to come to the arena as a kid, ice skating, competed in Night of the Jumps on a Kawasaki 450, been riding for 20 years, performing stunts. He's our final competitor. Tampa, make some noise for Josh Hedford. Does a full flip, puts the feet right up on the bars. What a move. What a trick. Get your scores in right now at judgeszone.com. Scoring is open for our final competitor here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. Is it enough for Josh Hedford to take the win? That is up to you.
All right, for the final time, remember the score to beat is Cameron Sepulveda with a 9.450. The score for Josh Hedford is at 8.079, so second place. Really great score for Josh Hedford, but that means the winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition, Cameron Sepulveda.
We're going to talk to Cameron up here in just a few minutes, but first, I know these guys aren't done. I know they want to show you more. Are you ready for more? We're going to do the FMX train. They're going to go 3 times back to back to back to back and give you everything they got from this ramp all the way over here. Christina, it's time to choo-choo because here comes the FMX train.
Choo-choo!
We're going to start this off the same way we started freestyle motocross. Give it up for Nick Desmond. We got a green flag. We got our first rider. We got a whip. 2, 3. And right over the front wheel. 3 whips. And an amazing trick on the back end. That is train number 1. Are you ready for train number 2? We got a green flag. We are ready to go. Tampa Bay, US FMX. Kick out, kick out, kick out. And handstand tsunami style over the handlebars. What a move. That is 2. But I tell you what, if you get loud enough, I think they'd be willing to do it one more time. Tampa, who wants some more freestyle motocross? We're going to go one more time, one more train as we get ready to kick off Monster Jam Freestyle. But first, once again, the stars of US FMX. Handstand, backflip, backflip, and a backflip kick out. Give it up for our freestyle motocross riders. What a display of athleticism here. Unbelievable superstars from around the globe. 2 Florida boys as well, putting out in front of their hometown and doing an amazing job. Show up, show out. The stars of freestyle motocross, US FMX. We're going to be joined up here on the pod by Cameron Sepulveda. He's your best trick winner. How about it? A big Florida hand for Sarasota's own Cameron Sepulveda. What a night for you, man. Right down the road, Sarasota, Florida. Tampa Bay, hometown show. You're doing this in front of all your friends and families and all your people here in Florida. What's it like to come home and be able to entertain these fans?
Oh, it's so great. I grew up about an hour and a half south of here, and yeah, it's just great to come home and see all my friends and family again and throw down a show for you guys. Me and the guys have been ripping, and every week we just push each other harder and harder, and yeah, we're just trying to go as big as we can.
There's a lot of fans here that love riding on motorcycles that would love to be here in Monster Jam just like you, flying across these arenas. What advice would you have for these little kids out here that would love to get on a motorcycle and do what you do?
Number 1 piece of advice is just trust your heart, do what you want, follow your dreams, and make sure you stay safe. Use all your safety equipment, a good helmet, some good boots, some knee braces, and yeah, just trust your confidence, slowly get bigger, and I mean, none of us started doing backflips the first day we were jumping, so.
Finally, this is the first of 4 events here in Tampa, so you have 3 more chances to triple down on the best trick competition. But if these fans want to come back, what can they expect from you in freestyle motocross?
Yeah, we're gonna keep throwing down all weekend. I'm gonna try to keep getting the win, and yeah, just bigger tricks every show, and you know, every time we jump, we get a little more comfortable. So we're gonna be throwing it down.
Congratulations, man. Best of luck to you in the next event. Once again, your hometown boy, Cameron Sepulveda, your best trick winner.
You better move those lights, Tampa Bay! We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr. Uproar. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
John Zimmer Sr. filling the clock here. That 60-second clock, very important when you are scoring these superstars. You want to make sure they fill the clock, hit every obstacle. Take a look at the original super glue. Glued to the action replay. Vertical sky wheelie, brake check. Comes down with a modified slap wheelie, gets all the way across the track. Then in that deep corner, feeling the throttle up, hitting it down, and there is another big-time air jump from John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar as it comes to BKT Freestyle.
He's going to be setting the bar for his fellow competitors when it comes to the freestyle competition, so get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com and focus your attention up there on the video board. For our first competitor in Monster Jam Freestyle, a 6.362. Again, a 6.362. That'll be the score to beat in Monster Jam Freestyle. So as Scott was saying, each driver has 60 seconds to lay it all out there on the line, but really important to note, in order to qualify for a score when it comes to Monster Jam Freestyle, the drivers must complete at least 15 seconds of the freestyle run. And remember, we're looking for everything here, including the razzle-dazzle wow factor. Continuing on with our next competitor, a veteran in this sport, Jamie Garner, Overboard.
Let's hear it for Jamie Garner in Overboard. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Jamie Garner, Overboard, looking for a second freestyle win of the season. Here's the original super glue, glued to the action replay. Gets a lot of room, spins Overboard right out into that deep part of the track. Brake check, runs right into the lip. Able to get a wheelie down the backside of the pod. And then goes all the way across. So big time air all the way through 60 seconds from Jamie Garner in Overboard.
All right, scores are locked in at judgeszone.com. Score to beat is Uproar with that 6.362. The score for Overboard is a 6.434, which means we got a new leader and a new score to beat.
Monster Jam fans, we are having so much fun here with all the cows and giving away Chick-fil-A. We got more Chick-fil-A to give away. Oh boy, we're going to play a game, all right? Monster Jam Showdown, let's do this. I need you to help me out, okay? Name as many ice cream flavors you can in 10 seconds. You ready?
Chocolate bubblegum, mint, Rocky Road, strawberry, cotton candy, vanilla, blueberry, pecan,
Okay, we'll give it to him. Give you extra 5 seconds for that too. Now let's see who we have on the board. One of the drivers is going to be competing with you, okay?
Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, meal olive, mint chocolate chip, cookie dough, fudge, chocolate, vanilla with sprinkles on it.
Oh, you beat Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. You know what? I got something really cool. Chick-fil-A for you and your whole section right here. 122 Chick-fil-A. Christina.
You guys know what you gotta do. Come on, you want your own free chicken sandwich? Scan the QR code, get that free chicken sandwich. You gotta make sure the Chick-fil-A app is downloaded on your smartphone. Listen, we're having a great time with Chick-fil-A, with the cows, with all of you amazing Monster Jam fans. So make sure you do not leave without scanning that QR code. Those bells only mean one thing. Who's ready for Gravedigger? He's lining up with the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. 18 seconds on the clock. 15. Hits the throttle. Hits the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Lands it with 6 seconds remaining on the clock.
For Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Weston Anderson and Gravedigger with 36. Freestyle wins in 2025, leading the lineup here in Tampa, trying to get number 37. What a run here. Is it enough for our overall event leader to stay at the top of that BKT leaderboard?
Weston Anderson always keeping you on the edge of your seat when it comes to the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. I have a funny feeling we're in for some really great scores. Let's take it up to the video board. A 9.190, new leader, new score to beat.
Take a look at the original super glue, glued to the action replay for Gravedigger, the Morgan & Morgan backflip. A lot of distance between Weston and the ramp, punches it, gets some great elevation, brake check, pogo bounce, and then he gets it right back on those BKT tires. He said the dirt was sandy, didn't stop him at all. Gravedigger is your new freestyle leader.
Three competitors down. We got a lot more Monster Jam-packed action coming up next. He is a World Finals champion. A driver who likes to live life a little wild here at Monster Jam. Give it up for Zach Garner, Wild Side. track is paused. 57 seconds on the clock. He's been having issues with that Monster Jam truck throughout the last couple of weeks, actually. It might have culminated just now on the track. We're going to give him an opportunity to refire, but we are getting word right now that unfortunately that will do it for that Monster Jam truck. And with the criteria, wait, could it be? All right, Monster Jam fans, unfortunately that will do it for Zach Garner in Wildside. He does not qualify for a score because he did not complete the necessary 15 seconds. So tough break for Zach Garner in Wildside. We're going to continue on with our next competitor. Put your hands together for Brianna Mahan in the new Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck. And of course, we got Bailey Circuit herself cheering on the Princess of Carnage. Jam truck. Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores. Look at Bailey Circuit.
Brianna Mahan, the Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck, has a big fan over here in this near side tunnel. What a run for her, filling that clock, hitting every obstacle of the pod. In the arenas, you want to see the drivers be creative, hit all the obstacles, get that big air, and fill the clock. Brianna Mahan did just that in the Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck.
Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board right now for Brianna Mahan, Bailey Circuit Monster Jam truck. An 8.435 second place currently in Monster Jam Freestyle. A great score for the Princess of Carnage herself. Now, Monster Jam fans, we got a lot more action still coming your way, but I do want to remind you guys that we have a very important partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. And if you haven't had a chance yet to make a donation, we do encourage you to join the fight. All you have to do is scan the QR code right here up on the video board. When you do that, you'll see the names of all the Monster Jam superstars pop on up, and you get to make your donation on behalf of your favorite Monster Jam superstars. So you can see Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash has 100% of the donations. But remember, we got 7 more amazing Monster Jam superstars eager to walk away as the St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. And speaking of our current St. Jude Ambassador leader, we got Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Florida native Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Not too far, Christmas, Florida native now, making North Carolina her home. UNOH graduate, Monster Jam University graduate, and now Sparkle Smash driver. What an amazing run, fill the entire clock. Biggest air of the night so far in that freestyle jump. We'll show you the original Super Glue Glue to the Action replay as soon as your scores are locked in for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Remember, the current score to beat is held by Gravedigger with that 9.190. The score for Sparkle Smash is 8.372. Good enough to put her currently in third place in the Monster Jam Freestyle competition.
Here is that original Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. I promise you, biggest air of the night right here for Sparkle Smash, right over the tire stack. And then the log stack. Look at her get the nose down of the unicorn, the horn down, and then bounces it right back up into a slap wheelie, greases the back two BKTs off the pod, and continues bringing the unicorn back for more.
Coming up next in Monster Jam Freestyle, the 2025 Arena Freestyle of the Year award winner. We got Terminal Velocity's John Zimmer Jr.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. Lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, giving you a little bit of extra big time air to start the run right out of the stall. Up onto the ramp, squares the body off, clips the back two. Doesn't stop him at all, goes right into a nose wheelie, throwing some skills into BKT Freestyle, and he wasn't done. Moonwalks it back right here, keeps the truck square to that ramp, sets it back down. He would throw in another combination move on top of the pod as well in this run, giving you everything you need, but is it enough to take the lead?
Scott, that was arguably the most versatile freestyle that we've seen so far. But let's see what you guys, the Monster Jam fans, thought. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board for Terminal Velocity. 8.820. Solid score. Second place in Monster Jam Freestyle for Terminal Velocity's John Zimmer Jr. We got one competitor remaining, and he has something to say.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, it's Fernando Martinez and Toro Loco, and it's time to get crazy with the bull. Let me hear ya.
Let's hear it for Fernando Martinez. Toro Loco. Woo! Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. Locking those scores. Tampa Bay.
The 2025 Entertainer of the Year, throwing some shade, throwing some smoke, so to speak, to Weston Anderson, a Gravedigger, trying to nab his 14th freestyle win of the season, throwing some big air in as well, some technical moves. Wow moments. You can't have Entertainer of the Year without knowing how to have some showmanship and wow moments. And Fernando Martinez did just that in that 60-second freestyle run.
It all comes down to this. The final competitor of the night. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.699, which means your freestyle winner and BKT overall event champion with a clean sweep, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. There he is, Monster Jam fans, with a clean sweep, a perfect event. Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, walking away your BKT overall event champion. And breaking news, he is also your St. Jude Ambassador of the Night.
Weston Anderson, what a night for you. Clean sweep of the competition. St. Jude Ambassador of the Night as well. It's a Florida homecoming, years in the making for Team Gravedigger. I know that's got to be pretty special because your dad, your brothers, your sisters, they've all done so many great things in this city.
Man, Florida, Team Gravedigger, my whole family, we have loved you guys for as long as I've been alive, as long as Gravedigger's been even a thing on this planet. And all I gotta say is thank you guys for supporting us for over 44 years, man. It is so insane for me to think about. It's twice as old as I am, and you know what? We ain't planning on going nowhere anytime soon. I'm going to be here for the next 44 as well, baby.
3 more events to go here in Tampa this weekend. They say to be the man, you got to beat the man. Who in this lineup is your biggest threat to take that trophy away from you tomorrow afternoon?
According to Freestyle, just about everybody. Man, I gotta say, little John right here, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, he is absolutely a hack behind the wheel of a monster truck. Fernando Martinez, man, everybody out here, but you know what? We are still the baddest of the bad right here. Team Gravedigger dug some graves today, baby. Come on, Tampa. Did y'all have fun at Monster Jam?
Jabari, what? You're dancing over here? What's going on?
That was so great.
So great that you had to dance it out just
Yes,
now. What a
always.
way to end it, man.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
what was your takeaway from the night?
Oh, definitely. You know, this is my hometown, Tampa Bay. You had a good time. Let me hear ya. See what I mean? They had a great time.
I love it. And are you going to get some Chick-fil-A after this? Did you scan the QR code?
I am going to have so much Chick-fil-A, I am going to turn into a cow.
I love it. I love it. Well, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right, listen, guys, I truly hope you had as much fun as we did. We had a really, really great time. All right. On behalf of Scott Jordan down there on the track, this guy, Jabari Thomas, I'm Christina Moore. And from all of us here at Feld Entertainment, Tampa, that was Monster Jam. Thank you, everyone. Have an awesome night. Get home safely.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, no, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, yeah. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-its. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster you say jam, monster, monster. Hey, when I say monster, you say jam, monster.